I want the South African government to know. Larinyela. The ANC government, Larinyela. We can never have foreigners pulling people here in our country. And we always saying Larinyela, Lanya government. That's Lanya. I want it to reach Banyaza, I want it to reach Ramaphosa, and whoever who's there, Lanya.
This nonsense right here. Truck driver Edgar Maroto was immediately asked to testify by his defense. He proceeded to make several statements. Explosives and detonators were planted on the truck. Maroto also told the court that he was unaware that he had been transporting a hoard of explosives worth almost 1 million rand.
Were you aware that there is a forced compartment created underneath your trailer, and that underneath that compartment there are explosives hidden inside?
I'm not here. During cross-examination,
of course, he's going to deny. Of course, he's going to deny. So, as a South African, you are sitting there and wondering how many explosives have been transported in this country, and what is the purpose? What is it exactly? Are these people going to do with these explosives? These are the questions that you have no choice but to ask yourself as a South African. What is it that these people are actually planning? What is it that these people are planning? But because many of these so-called African brothers and sisters, because they come from places like this is exactly what they want to turn South Africa into. You have to understand, you import these people, you turn your country into what these people come from. That's why I've always said that you import these Somalians in this country, you turn South Africa into Somalia. You import Nigerians, you turn South Africa into Nigeria. This is what these people actually want to turn the country into. This is all they know. Anarchy. No police, no law and order. Anarchy left, right, and center. This is what they want to turn South Africa into. And what is said is that many of these illegal foreigners, you will find them in social media and making videos that, yeah, our intention is to turn things upside down in this country because you have these arrogant South Africans that are pretending to be better than us. South Africans are not better than us. We are coming into this country and we are going to turn things upside down. They have said that there are mountains and mountains of videos of these people expressing what they want to do in this country. They want to turn South Africa into one of these failed states. And I don't understand why our South African government is failing to see this. It's either these people are failing to see this, or they are colluding with these people to basically turn South Africa into a failed state.
Examination, it was established that the stockpile of explosives was allegedly stashed in the truck trailer in Zimbabwe. The accused said he left the truck unattended for 2 days. The court questioned why the accused failed to inspect the truck before traveling to South Africa.
Who has a duty before driving a truck to check the truck whether it is in order? There are water, everything for the truck, and all what you are carrying is what is allowed for you to carry. Who has the duty to do that? Everything for the truck and all what you are carrying is what is allowed for you to carry. Who has the duty to do that?
Of course, it is him.
The state was not convinced.
Of course, it is him. Even when you are doing your driver's license, I mean, like, guys, this is basic. You are taught to inspect the car before you even get into the car. So the idea that this person can drive a truck from Zimbabwe to South Africa without even inspecting it, it makes no sense. It makes no sense at all.
Are foreigners. The foreigners are in their houses, they're sleeping nicely, and we of South Africa, we are out here in this cold.
Take a photo of this man. This is an undocumented foreigner. This one.
We are fixing this continent. This thing of you guys moving from one country to the other, it's no longer working. We don't want this as African people anymore. We are tired of seeing African migrants moving all over the world, refusing to fix your own countries. Now we're making it very clear to you guys, we don't want you here. We want you to fix your countries. Now you came here with a traveling document. You came with a passport. You know that you are a visitor, but now you decided to come and integrate in our communities. You know very well that what you have done is wrong.
How many children do you have here?
We can come to Ghana and do what you're doing.
Passport.
Now you're carrying a bike. It's 11 a.m. You are supposed to be fighting the government of Ghana there to ensure that they're getting things right.
No, there's no fight in Ghana. You must fight what they say.
Where's your papers?
Passport.
Passport.
Where's the passport?
Take it out. Let me see your passport. Let me see. Luna, okay, tell me, who's the police officer that you are bribing to certify these things for you? Baba, let me tell you, I'm not police. These things, let me tell you, ne? You know by law you're not supposed to certify as an immigrant. You're not allowed to certify your passport. No. Okay, why do you certify your passport in a foreign land? Okay. Let's just start there. Why do you certify your passport in a foreign land?
It was raining. You guys now go Facebook. It was raining these days. Then when you go out with the passport, sometimes it gets spoiled. That's why I satisfy so that it won't spoil.
Baba, Ghana don't do that.
Okay.
Ghana don't do that.
All right, sharp.
Ghana
Let me show you.
is African country that is.
Let me show you that when you are abusing our systems.
Ethiopians have been killed in different cities across South Africa. 5 lives taken in separate attacks. And to yet feel invisible to the world. Many of them asked not to reveal their identities, because speaking out could put them in danger. In Durban, South Africa, 2 Ethiopian friends were killed just 2 days ago. Residents say they were attacked by unidentified armed men while simply going about their daily routine. Their families back home are still waiting for answers.
So sad. Until this person is a Ghanaian or so.
Yes.
Yeah, he is the one we're told he's the secretary now. It's not too bad as it were, but it's so sad. It's so sad.
I want to ask you, it's time to go. So please, let's go and fix our country.
Thank you.
There was a Ghanaian guy that we met on the street who is a saloon operator. Okay, you came right. Where are you from? Ghana. So you left Ghana and you came to South Africa to do hair?
I couldn't find it.
No, I fetish for someone else.
Okay. What are you doing here? What skills are you bringing into South Africa? Nails. Nails is not a scarce skill. When are you going back to fix your country?
Hey, talk. Quick.
No, don't tell us next month. You are not foolish. You are not foolish. Let me tell you, Baba. Right now, as South Africans, we don't want you guys here anymore. Go fix your countries, Baba. You see, let me tell you, we're still speaking to you nice. It's going to get to a point where speaking to you, it won't help.
Where you stay?
So now you left Ghana, you came to South Africa to do nails.
No,
for nails?
It wasn't for nails. That's when I came.
If I may ask you, what visa do you possess to in South Africa?
It was this holidays.
Holidays. Okay, let me tell you, because of Luna, you know you are abusing our systems. According to the South African immigration law and home affairs laws, you only have 90 days a year. But Luna, you go to the border, you stamp this thing every month, every 3 months, you stamp this thing. Actually, this we must address with the home affairs and the minister that Luna, you are abusing our systems.
No, but
it's 90 days a year, and you are not here for a visit. You are here to work.
No, leadership, listen to what he's saying. He's saying he was here for a visit. So how come you come here to visit instead of you going back?
Let's call the court. This man is illegal in the country.
We're now with a traveling document, which is a passport.
Let's call the cops. He's illegal.
We wanted to understand what we are trying to do here. Baba, we are fixing this continent. This thing of you guys moving from one country to the other, it's no longer working. We don't want this as African people anymore. We are tired of seeing African migrants moving all over the world, refusing to fix your own countries. Now we're making it very clear to you guys. We don't want
nyika izvi zvaramba zvichiitika munyika yedu. Tiri kuona kuti kubva zvataurwa kana kuti zvagazetwa bill number 3, vanhu vakawanda vasungwa, vamwe vanhu vakawanda vanonziwo vatiza nzvimbo dzavanogara, vatiza misha nekuda kwekushungurudzwa nenyaya yekuti vakataura mashoko ekuopoza bill number 3. Tiri kunzwa panapa kuti pane mudzimai wekubulawayo, mudzimai anova akapa muono wake kubulawayo ikokoko pakaitwa mapublic consultations mukupera kwemwedzi wa March kusvika musi wa2 April ndo pakanga pachiitwa mapublic consultations. Anova mapublic consultations akashoropodzwa neZimbabwe Human Rights Commission, avo vakaona kuti nzira yakaitwa nayo maconsultations aya yakanga iri nzira isina kurongeka, yakanga iri nzira yakasiya vamwe vanhu vabirwa mafoni, vamwe vanhu vashungurudzika, kusanganisira naShila Mujakachi anova mudzimai wekubulawayo akanzwika kana kuti akabuda achiramba bill number 3, akazobvisa t-shirt yake, akabvisa t-shirt yake akaburitsa mukati me-shirt yanga akapfeka makanga muine t-shirt yakanga yakanzi no to bill 3, akazotanga kuatakwa nevatsigiri vebato reZANU-PF war yaakanga ari uko kwakanga kuchipiwa muono. Izvo zvinova zvakakonzera kuti ange achiteverwa nevatsigiri vebato reZANU-PF. Zvinotaurika kuti the following day mudzimai uyu ndo paakaguma kuonekwa kusvika pari nhasi. Hama dzake dzinotaura kuti dzimwe nguva anoonekwa ari online, asi kuti ange achitaura haasi kukwanisa kutaura. Zvinotaurika kuti kune vanhu vakauya kumba kwake kwaaigara vakadhimanda passport yake, vakasiya vaudza vanhu vavanogara naye kuti mudzimai uyu haachakwanise kunge achidzoka kumba uku, vakati ava kuenda kunze kwenyika. Asi chiri kushamisa ndechekuti vanhu ava ndaanani uye vaidei, vari kudei kumudzimai uyu, uye sei vari kutaura kuti ari kuenda kunze kwenyika? Akanga aine urongwa hwekuenda kunze kwenyika here? Ndo mubvunzo uripo pari zvino mundangariro nemupfungwa dzevanhu vakawanda. Vane muono wekuti zvava kuitwa izvi kushungurudzana, kupinzana panguva yakaoma yekuti vanhu vange vachitsakatiswa nekuda kwekuti vapa muono wakasiyana neuri kufungwa nevamwe muhurumende yavaEmerson Mnangagwa. Nyaya yekushungurudzwa kwekodzero dzeveruzhinji kubva zvapinda vaEmerson Mnangagwa pachigaro dziri kuratidza kuti dzakakwira zvikuru mushure mekupinda kwavakaita. Mashoko panapa mureZimbabwe anotaura ivo kuti on the same day she spoke against Camp 3, she was abducted. Up to now, no one knows where she is. She sometimes come online, but when people ask about her whereabouts, she is not allowed to explain. She is my in-law. A few days after she went missing, some women came to my wife's home and collected her clothes, saying they were protecting her. Since then, posters have appeared in Kurumane claiming that she is wanted by the police. Pane mufananidzo uri kuratidza kuti mudzimai uyu ari kunzi ari kutsvakwa nemapurisa. Mhosva inoratidza kuti yaari kudirwa nemapurisa ndeyekuburitsa, yekubvisa hembe yanga akapfeka achisiya yakanzi no to Camp 3, no to bill 3. Zvinova zvakataurwa kunze pakanga pasingatenderwe kuti uye wakapfeka part regalia or anything chiri kutaura nezve bill 3. Saka iyi ndo mhosva inotaurwa kunzi yaari kutsvagirwa nemapurisa. Before her abduction, she was staying at her family home. Then yesterday, a man driving the car shown above came to my wife and asked for her mother's passport. He did not lower the window, so my wife only saw his hands. He said her mother would be leaving Zimbabwe, but we do not know where they are taking her. The situation has deeply affected my family, my wife, and the whole family. We are living in fear and confusion, not knowing where she is or whether she is truly safe, even though she keeps saying she is fine. Domashoko amure Zimbabwe ari kutaurika panapa kuti mudzimai Shila Mjakachi tose tinomuziva mudzimai uyu akakurumbira akatrenda akazoguma vakudzinganiswa nematombo nevatsikiri vebato reZANU-PF nekuda kwekuti.
Very much, Speaker, and I want to welcome what the Deputy Minister is saying about the interventions they've had. Deputy Minister, I want to introduce you to the African Democratic Alliance on Freedom and Progress, an association of opposition parties in the continent seeking to really maintain democracy. And I want to say to you, I support the view of silencing the guns. But I think you and I would agree on one common fact. You cannot build democracy without Democrats. And there seems to be this growing tendency in the continent where people get elected and mid-term start to adjust their terms so that they can stay longer. My question to you, therefore, Deputy Minister, because the same thing happened in Guinea and it ended up in violence, which undermines your efforts. The same thing is taking place in Zimbabwe right now, where the president is seeking to extend his term. Do you support the extension of that term, or will you condemn it on behalf of the people of Zimbabwe as you've intervened in other places? I thank you very much.
The Honorable Deputy Minister.
Thank you very much, Honorable Member, for that question. I think you are asking for an arm and a leg from us as the people of South Africa. When it comes to the sovereignty of other nations, we need to always respect other member states' sovereignty, because I don't expect you to be suggesting that we need to then forget about our issues of national interest and start focusing on what is happening in Zimbabwe. I believe that Zimbabwean citizens themselves are going to chart a way forward on how they want to see their country being led going forward without us necessarily interfering within their domestic issues. So we'll utilize our SADC interim chairmanship, Honorable Speaker, to make it a point that the constitutional values and principles that have been guiding our foreign policy as a country are not being compromised. And I think we sit together with our other SADC member states, including Zimbabwe and all others that are within the Southern African developmental community, which is SADC, that we will make it a point that within the SADC region we will advocate for issues of the respect for the human rights issues, the respect for the issues of the rule of law, and the respect for the constitutional democracy. So with regard to Zimbabwe, the Zimbabweans are at liberty to chart their way forward without us interfering. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Foreigners don't pay tax, so they shouldn't use our public hospitals. That lie gets repeated often, and some of you actually believe it. But this is just lazy propaganda. Foreigners do pay tax every single day. Every time a foreigner buys food or clothes, they are paying tax. It's called VAT. But when you tell xenophobes about this, they suddenly say, oh, but VAT doesn't count. If VAT doesn't count, then we should refund foreign nationals all the money they pay towards VAT. After showing that foreigners do indeed pay tax, they move the goalpost. But foreigners don't pay income tax. You know who else doesn't pay income tax? 8 million unemployed South Africans. Should they be denied public healthcare too? Be honest, this was never about tax. This is about finding any excuse against poor, undocumented black people. That's all it is. Then comes their next excuse. But other countries put their own citizens first. If those countries are so great at looking after people, why are those same people risking their lives to come to South Africa? Why aren't they staying in those perfect countries that prioritize their own citizens? So now you want South Africa to become like the countries people are running away from. You want us to copy their failed system. Not thinking straight. Our constitution doesn't pick favorites. It protects everyone who lives here. Section 27 says everyone has the right to access healthcare, not just citizens. Human dignity and equality are non-negotiable rights. You can't rewrite the constitution to punish a certain group of people you don't like. You don't get to strip people of their dignity because they don't have a dump us. And no judge is ever going to entertain that nonsense. Denying public services to foreign nationals doesn't protect South Africans. You're just punching down at someone weaker than you, someone who is already struggling. And instead of holding the powerful accountable, you'd rather fight the powerless. And we all know who holds the power in this country. You are never going to convince me that poor black foreigners are the real problem when white people still own 70% of our land. Foreign nationals didn't break our healthcare system. It was corruption and incompetence. You're angry at the wrong people. Foreigners don't pay tax, so they shouldn't use our public hospitals. That lie gets repeated often, and some of you actually believe it. But this is just lazy propaganda. Foreigners do pay tax every single day. Every time a foreigner buys food or clothes, they are paying tax. It's called VAT. But when you tell xenophobes about this, they suddenly say, oh, but VAT doesn't count. If VAT doesn't count, then we should refund foreign nationals all the money they pay towards VAT. After showing that foreigners do indeed pay tax, they move the goalpost. But foreigners don't pay income tax. You know who else doesn't pay income tax? 8 million unemployed South Africans. Should they be denied public health care too? Be honest, this was never about tax. This is about finding any excuse against poor, undocumented black people. That's all it is. Then comes their next excuse. But other countries put their own citizens first. If those countries are so great at looking after their own people, why are those same people risking their lives to come to South Africa? Why aren't they staying in those perfect countries that prioritize their own citizens? So now you want South Africa to become like the countries people are running away from. You want us to copy their failed system. Not thinking straight. Our constitution doesn't pick favorites. It protects everyone who lives here. Section 27 says everyone has the right to access healthcare, not just citizens. Human dignity and equality are non-negotiable rights. You can't rewrite the constitution to punish a certain group of people you don't like. You don't get to strip people of their dignity because they don't have a dump us. And no judge is ever going to entertain that nonsense. Denying public services to foreign nationals doesn't protect South Africans. You're just punching down at someone who is weaker than you, someone who is already struggling. And instead of holding the powerful accountable, you'd rather fight the powerless. And we all know who holds the power in this country. You are never going to convince me that poor black foreigners are the real problem when white people still own 70% of our land. Foreign nationals didn't break our healthcare system. It was corruption and incompetence. You're angry at the wrong people.
These are foreigners. The foreigners are in their houses, they're sleeping nicely, and we of South Africa, we are out here in this cold, catching cold, and these foreigners, they don't have papers, and just look at it. They're all sleeping nicely in the houses. They're sleeping really nice in the house. We are here outside. They must go back to their country. They can't come here to take our sleep from us.
Now, the time has come where you need to understand that things will be changed now. We are going for our vote for November. These people will be voting for these political parties that failed us. Now, as we over here, we are saying we're not in DFF, we're not in GNU, we're not the ANC. We are the strongest opposition party. Where we'll make sure that it won't be business as usual. Test our strength. Test our strength. Bese sizothola umuntu omnyama ozothi uzawimamela futhi sixoxele ngabo ifika smart you can't be smart
yando awungitshela una amaphepha una amaphepha okwenza lento yenza la amaphepha silawo una amaphepha okwenza awavezi wena nje kunini sikhuluma nawe kunini sikhuluma nawe kahle wena ufuna senze njani yini ndabe nithi nina nisisabi nini.
Hello, my people. How are you, everybody? I hope all is well with you. I hope you're okay. I hope you are doing great wherever you are. We all know what is happening in South Africa. Things are terrible. Life is not easy. Things are so horrible here in South Africa. because of the xenophobia issue. There are people that were being killed, and it's just something else. So this is what we came here to discuss about, and I will be showing you some videos that I want you to see and understand the situation right now here in South Africa, because of the South Africans who are claiming that all foreign nationals who are in South Africa should go back to their country and fix their problems back home. First of all, please, if it's your first time to come here and to watch my videos, likely comment my videos and share with your friends, family, groups, wherever you are connected to with different platforms. Just try to share so that everyone and other people that are concerned over the situations which is happening here in South Africa, they can be able to watch and see, to raise awareness of things that are happening here in South Africa. I'll be grateful. Hey, to my regulars, those who have been here in the struggle, I am grateful. Thank you very much. I really appreciate for your support, for the kindness, for being there for me, because without you I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be called Swagger. I am Lala because of your support. So keep going. You are the best. I love you so much. Okay, here's the story. I think you all know the situation which is happening, but I believe these things I blame the politicians. I blame those who are holding the chair, especially Ramaphosa with his cabinet. Yeah, they are the trouble causers. You know, mostly these things, it's not the first time. It has been happening in South Africa for a very long time, especially when it's close to elections. They always do this because they campaign using foreign nationals who are in South Africa, and they use it to get a few voters during elections. So whenever it's about whenever the elections are about to happen, then they start using South Africans, that they are going to chase away the foreigners, they are going to do this. So these South Africans, they will always have confidence on that, and they know whenever they say so, they will get more voters. You understand? So this is it. Let me give you the video and hear yourself. You will come back again. Okay, did you see? I was laughing. Do you know I was like, wow. And look at the man, the way he's so handsome, the way he's so, he's not just, he's a big man. A man that if you are a wife, you can say, oh, I love this man to be my husband. But you look at the mentality. And imagine, oh, look at this, nice houses, nice place. All the foreigners are sleeping. They're coming to South Africa to take our sleeping. As we are outside and feeling cold. Look at them. They must go back to their country because they are taking our sleep. They should lift our sleep with us. My baby, baby. Oh, baby. You are so handsome. You're so gorgeous. You're so lovely. I love you, baby. Baby, please come and marry me. You're so handsome, baby. You're so sweet. You're so gorgeous. You're so fabulous. You can be my husband because I am the trouble woman. Baby, look, I've got nice boat. With nice boat. So that I will chase these foreigners for you, baby. I'll chase them, and I'll give you that house so that we'll be sleeping in that house together nicely. And we'll chase them and go back to their countries. Imagine, how can they take our sleeping while we are feeling cold outside? Baby, come to me. I am the only one who can chase them so that we will get back our sleeping. Baby. My love, just imagine a nice husband to be, a nice man with that mentality. Just the mentality No, I want those who are out of South Africa, or all over the world to see the kind of people you are dealing with. No, I want you to understand the kind of people that you are dealing with. Their mentality. The mentality. You know, it's so disturbing. It's something that it's not understandable. Like, you can sit and look at the situation. Imagine if you are in that situation whereby you are dealing with this kind of people. They don't even understand how things goes. They don't even know the value of the people that are running away from their country and come to their country. The benefit that they have, they don't even understand. They don't even, they don't want to learn. They don't care. That's why I said I blame politicians. I blame them. Just imagine they use them. Saying, you know, it's just something that if you think of it, you will be like, wow, why? It's not easy. It's not easy, guys. It's not easy at all. It's so painful. It's here. Imagine. And it's not like they are no foreigners who are doing bad things in South Africa. They are a lot, and they are doing it, which is very bad. But the problem I have on this, I blame this Ramaphosa. He's the trouble causer. He have got bad heart. You, silly Ramaphosa. You know what are these plots come here for. You know what are they coming to do here in South Africa. You know your gums. And then I wonder what all these South Africans, whenever they complain about foreigners, whenever they complain about all these bad things are happening here in South Africa, but they can't, because Ramaphosa, he has the important seat United African what I don't know the word is just off. Instead of you, Ramaphosa, if you see, and seriously, me, I don't blame South Africans. I blame Ramaphosa. I blame all these presidents of South Africa, not South Africa, of Africa. I blame all these presidents of Africa, the ones that come here and pretend acting somehow. You know your games. You know you are the trouble because you are the reason why we are going through all this. You are the reason why we are suffering. You are the reason why we are struggling like this. And you act as if you care so much for the foreigners, yet you don't care. You don't care. Because if you care so much, tell me, what's wrong for you to give Africans if it's about what? Me, I don't even blame South Africans. The South Africans are very right for whatever that they are doing. Because on everything that they are coming out and say this and this, illegal, what, you, me, my president, my government officials, you come up and say the same thing. But the difference with you, you just speak, you don't do actions. If you see UTP, there are those who are undocumented, that they are causing issues here. Why can't you just give them papers, Aslam, so that everyone will be documented? And after, if they do something bad, you know where to catch them. You know how you can trace them. Why are you not giving them Aslams? Why are you not giving them papers? Give them, so that you know if they do something, if they steal, if they rob, if they do, like if they just did something, you know how you can get them. But you don't want. So stop crying about it because you don't want to give them papers. You don't want. You don't want. Secondly, stop acting as if you care for your people. Because if you care for your people, you sit with other presidents that are humiliates our human rights in our countries. You know very well, you eat, you benefit out of our bad situations. Because if you know you don't benefit, if you know the country of South Africa, it's heavy now with a lot of foreigners, why can't you have a proper discussion with other presidents and have the solutions out of it? You don't care. If you care about it, sit down, face them. If you guys and sit down and put rules together that if a president does not follow the rules like this, the president should go and it's a must. Why can't you do that? Why can't you do that? Even now, you always, since when we were born, hey, South Africa, we should come together. We should be one country, one passport, one currency. Since when we were young, until it's like this. Why can't you just do actions? It's about to speaking, wasting our resources, going up and down, saying, hey, we want to fix it, we want to become one, hey, this and that. Fuck off. Such storage of paying money. Resources, instead of those resources should work in our lives, to improve our lives, to get a job. You are wasting resources, going up and down, country after another. Misangano left, right, and center. Yet there is nothing that come out that is solving our situations. You can't do anything about it. You're just there to speak rubbish. If you know very well, these situations are causing you, South Africa, why can't you just sit down with these people and put, if any president of any country, seriously speaking, let's be fair and honest. We are running from our countries because of two things. We don't have our rights. If you speak anything, you are killed. If you say something against the government, they'll torture you. They'll kill you. They can do whatever. And when we cry out to South African or the other countries of bad things or bad governing which is happening in our countries, you come here and say, sovereignty, we don't have to interfere because the country is sovereign. The country is sovereign. Fuck you. Sovereignty, my foot. Sovereignty, nonsense guy. This is why we run away. This is why. Do you think we don't want to stay in our countries? Do you think we want to live in this situation that we are facing right now? Do you think we want to survive in this manner? Being called names every day, being killed left, right, and center, being chased like that. Do you think we want it? If we cry out to you, you come here and call, say sovereign, my foot, sovereign, nonsense cow. You hide with that. Call upon each other. Why are you doing this? Why are you treating your people like this? If you are sitting on that chair, you are sitting on that chair to rule the countries, to allow the people to express themselves, to allow the people to be themselves, to allow the people, when they want to speak out, allow them to speak. Why were you voted to sit on that chair? So that you will start humiliate these people. But when you cry out to you, you come here and say sovereign. Sovereign what? And then when you run away, it's a problem now. You are evil. When you sit on that chair, it's like you become animals. You don't care about people. You're rubbish. I said rubbish. Rubbish. You are the cause of all this, especially you, Ramaphosa. We know you are benefiting out of our situation. We know you have got companies which are running back there in Zimbabwe. We know very well you have got mine back there in Zimbabwe. While we are struggling, that's why you can't call upon Mnangagwa on whatever that he's doing. We have never heard you speaking against the amendment bill, which you know when he is adding more years and he's about to make Zimbabwe a kingdom while Zimbabweans are suffering. And here in South Africa, a lot of Zimbabweans are here. If you know the people of South Africans are crying over Zimbabweans, which are a lot in South Africa. Why can't you just raise up and speak out and tell them to fuck off? So that South Africans have their freedom. And it's not lying. We are too many. We are too many. We are too many. We should appreciate South Africans of all the good things that they have done. It has been long. South Africans are not bad like that, man. They are not bad like that. You government are the bad people. South Africans are very nice. I've been living, even in Durban. I lived for years, more than 10 years in Durban. They are very good, nice people. But sometimes, even foreigners, what they do bad things. They call them names. They say bad things. For what? Why would you start, if you enter in somebody's house, if that person cook pap for you and give you nyama eat, is it when you finish eating that food, do you have to kick the plate and the dish? Actually, you have to take the dish and the plate, you go to the sink and wash the plate and the dish, and you make sure the way you eat, it's clean. That's how we grow up. You can't be, when you are being helped, if you're in a situation and then you want to rule, you want to be the boss, fuck off. How can you be the boss in somebody's country? Yet you're yours, you can't voice up. Go and voice to your country. You can't come here in South Africa and start voicing, yet you are struggling to voice on your own country. Are you mad? We should bow down to South Africans. We should, yes, of course. When my eras are South Africans, they've got some in the party. It's their right because they are in their country. Whatever that they demand, either they are lazy, either they are what, let them be lazy. Because in South Africa, they've got benefit out of their government. So they are allowed to be lazy. They are allowed to demand. They are frustrated because of us. We are causing them not to be heard by their government because of us. We end up just taking anything, whatever that you are being offered at work, or even if you apply for a job, you end up taking peanuts. Because you're in a situation, you run away, you have nowhere to put your head and sleep or something to eat. You end up just taking anything. Yet it's South Africans. It's their right to demand good pays. They demand good service to their government. And because of us, we are too many here and desperate. And they will end up not being given jobs because of their demands. As we are just taking anything. That's why they don't get jobs. Let's be fair and honest now. But we come here and start calling names on them. Are we mad? Are we okay? Are we normally? We should not call them names. They have been keeping us nicely. The South Africans are very nice people. Just imagine, how can we call South Africans are bad people? Now, even the Zimbabweans, they want to voice up and speak anyhow to South Africans. But we know how we are, how we behave, our bad behavior. We behave badly. We behave badly. We want to voice up and speak as if we are some bosses. Go and do bossing there in Zimbabwe. Now the Mnangagwa is changing things. He's just doing bad things there. If we even ask to stand up and fight for our rights, we can't. We can't speak out. Nonsense. Let them. South Africans, they should do whatever that they want to do. Because we don't behave. We don't think. We don't use our mind. We are so stupid. We are crazy people. We don't behave. Right now, since when this amendment bill number 3 that were being gazetted in the parliament, instead of us teaching much, if we saw some rallies that were being called out, instead of us, all of how many Zimbabweans are in South Africa? Why can't we stand up and fight for our rights? Why can't we be there to speak? Why can't we just go to do, like, how many millions are here in South Africa? Over 80 millions. The Zimbabweans who are here in South Africa. Why are we not fighting? Yes, we know very well, back there in Zimbabwe, it's not easy. But we are in South Africa. Do you think if we raise up and if we try to fight for ourselves, do you think South Africans cannot help us? Do you think the world won't see we are struggling? We want to we are not even putting efforts. Let's put efforts. Let's speak out. Let's fight for our rights here in South Africa. All over, we are so many Zimbabweans all over the world. Why can't we speak out? Why can't we speak out? Nonsense cow. We want to voice up when South Africans are doing whatever they are demanding in their country, and then we want to come here and make them look like they are so bad. They are not bad. They are good people. But we don't behave. We don't want to fight for our rights. We don't want to stand for what we believe into. We want to act holy and nice as if we are so special. Special what, yet you are struggling in your countries. Rubbish. Let's stand up. Let's fight. Even if on social media, they can't. They are cowards, people. They can't. They can't voice up. They can't speak anything or say anything about their countries. Fuck off. Let them do. Even I wanted to say something that is going to cause problem. Let me not do that. Anyway, thank you. May God bless you. Just here, there's so many videos that I did for you. Thank you so much. May God bless you.